Hey guys, welcome to the channel. All right, so it is 11:21 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, it is March 11th, Wednesday, and I decided to do a video on nootropics and supplements that give brain power, focus, concentration, pineal gland decalcification, lucid dreaming, things like that. Um, Things that give you more brain power and manifestation skills. Also increasing intuition as well. So yeah. Sorry, I'm listening to some frequencies. It's probably a little loud. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Let me lower this down. I didn't think it was gonna be this loud. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah. So I have been taking what you guys just seen was the gold ormus. I've been taking gold ormus off and on since 2020, so 6 years. I've been taking gold ormus for about 6 years, and it's been great. It has helped a lot. When I was taking it regularly, like getting it every single month, that's why I missed 2020. Well, some parts of 2020. I didn't miss the mask shit because that shit was annoying as hell. But I enjoy the fact that we had so much time to ourselves, and we were getting checks mailed at home, and we didn't, what I'm saying, like we're just ordering away. It gave me so much of a chance to like study and all kinds of things, and so I was taking it regularly, and me and my daughter, and I noticed some improvements in different areas and stuff like that. It does exactly what it says that it does. So anyway, now I'm taking. So yeah, it's been off and on for about 4 years. Well, no, 6 years now. Wow, 2020. Yeah, 6 years. It's been on and off for about 6 years. And then just recently, since 2024, I got back on it, taking it more regularly, more often. And I started using the Ocean Nectar one. And that one is really, really good. It helps you with dream recall. If you're a person that because I've heard people say that they can't dream, and I kind of feel sorry for them. But if you are a person that can't dream, you can take gold ormus and you will immediately start dreaming within days. You'll start dreaming. You can also take African dream herb, blue lotus tea, or you can infuse the blue lotus in wine or tea or something like that. You can infuse it, and that's also good too. So all those things help you to dream more. I also burn jasmine incense that helps you with your dreaming as well. So maybe a jasmine candle or jasmine incense or jasmine oil, that also helps as well. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about today, nootropics, and we're also going to talk about Limitless. Limitless was a movie that I watched not too long ago. I think it was on Tubi. No, I think I watched it on Amazon Prime. Yeah. So there's this movie called Limitless where this guy, he takes a pill and it basically unlocks his entire, like 100% of his brain. He's able to recall things. It gave him a lot of concentration, focus, stamina, endurance, all of that. Like it was just kind of like a miracle drug that made him smarter, that he was able to pick up things. It was almost like his mind was like an encyclopedia. It was like a library, and he was able to remember and recall little things. And you know what I'm saying? Like it was really cool. So there's actually a pill called the NZT48, and that is the pill that's based off of the movie. You'll see it in one of the TikTok shorts, but that's actually the pill that they say is like the Limitless pill. So there's other supplements that you can take so you can have that type of effect in your own way. Mushroom coffee. I have been drinking mushroom coffee since February of 2024. So it has been 2 years since I've been drinking mushroom coffee. Love it, love it, love it. No problem with it. I mix it up with haritaki, and then also with my golden milk powder. And as for the golden milk, like I just started taking golden milk the beginning of this new year. That was something I was going to add to my regimen. So I was like, okay, I'm still drinking the mushroom coffee. I'm still mixing it with the haritaki. I said I might as well just add that on in there. So that's what I've been drinking. So I'll put a little bit of the golden milk powder, which basically consists of curcumin, which is turmeric, black pepper, and ginger. That's what makes the golden milk latte mix. So I put a little bit of that, a little bit of the mushroom coffee, and a little bit of the haritaki. And then I pour my hot water in there. I put my clove infused little ball, the little infuser thing, fill it up with clove, put it in there, put in whatever my flavored creamer, and then some whipped cream, and that's just how I've been drinking it or whatever. So I have generally like 2 cups a day. Now, one of the TikToks did state that the curcumin, the turmeric, if you take that regularly, it helps to absorb whatever nootropic supplements that you are taking. So mushroom coffee is considered a nootropic. It has lion's mane, it has shiitake, it has all these different types of mushrooms. I don't remember all of them, but they all have different. There's different types of strains of mushroom and things like that. One of the brands that I started out with was Rise, and then I moved to Everyday Dose. So for 2024, throughout the whole year, I was taking Everyday Dose. Now they a little pricey or whatever, but I do recommend them. They do have a like a starter kit for like. Thank you, Spirit. They do have like a starter kit for like $22, and it comes with like a tumbler, automatic frother. It comes with 2 packs of it and stuff. And their specific brand, it's mushroom coffee, but it also has nootropics and collagen in there. So yeah, I decided to go to a much more cheaper brand. Starting like in 2025, I moved more into a more cheaper brand on Amazon. I think I showed you guys that before in my shorts. So that's what I use now. I now use, I forgot the name of the brand, but I think it's called Slim Mushroom Coffee. So I now use that one now, and it got everything in there. It's really, really good. So that's a nootropics. Another one is the Gold Ormus. We'll be looking at that today. And in the TikToks, there's all kinds of different pills. We're going to look into the NCT, and we're also going to look at the movie Limitless. And because that movie was so fascinating to me. Now I do believe that they made a series of Limitless. It's like a series, and I think I've seen the recaps on Daniel CC Movie. Shout out to that channel. I love watching recaps. But I think they have like a series or whatever on based off of Limitless. But yeah. So the only thing about the Limitless pill is that when you take it, you end up getting addicted to it, and some people, they need it to function, because I was able to, it gets you places. Like, it just helps you to manifest anything. You remember everything. It just really gets you places. So that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on increasing our brain power, increasing our intuition, our ability to lucid dream, our abilities to manifest. These supplements are very important to take for your overall wellness, but also for your spiritual wellness too, and your protection. These supplements keep your vibration really high. When I was taking the Gold Ormus regularly, and I'm talking about every day for months, me and my daughter, I noticed a complete difference. Our focus, our concentration, me being able to manifest things, it was just different. And it definitely did help me when I was dealing with spiritual warfare. You feel me? So it's I highly suggest that one. There's a lot of fakes out there, so be careful where you buy it from and stuff like that or whatever. Just make sure that it's the right brand. Make sure that you are reading reviews, and make sure that the logos are in its proper place, because there are a lot of fakes out there. Okay. What else of nootropics that you can try? So far, I can only think of Gold Ormus. There's some other foods that you can actually. I'll show you in the TikTok, child. I'll let them tell you. But there are foods that you can take. Chlorophyll, that's also a nootropic. So there's like certain vegetables and things that you can eat to get that same effect. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very fascinating subject. So I wanted to put those both together. Nootropics, brain power, brain food. I've always been into that type of stuff. Even when I go to the Botanica, they actually have like a section full of like different herbs and teas and tinctures and all kind of stuff, and even things like brain food, like liquid supplements, all kinds of things. So yeah, me and my daughter used to take nootropics, different type of brain food supplements, and I noticed it helped her in school a lot too. It helped her with concentration, focus, and things like that, and her development and stuff. So it helped a whole lot. She was also taking Brainchild Nutritionals too, which have like different liquid supplements and things like that. Again, just like the Botanica that I just told you guys about a few minutes ago, it has all kinds of like liquid supplements for brain food, all kinds of things to clean out your system, your gut health, which is a huge thing too. You know, gut health is a major part. They say that your gut is your second brain, and I definitely do believe that. Um, so yeah, Haritaki, that's also considered a nootropics in my opinion too as well. So that's what keeps my mind really sharp. That's what keeps my intuition very strong and my vibrations high. Well, anyways, I could show y'all better than I could tell y'all. So let's go ahead and get into these TikToks, and we're also going to get into some commentary about the movie or the series called Limitless. So kick back, grab some snacks, and enjoy the show.
Hey, I got something for you, bro. If you consider yourself a spiritual individual, you know what I'm saying? You want to get more in tune with yourself, the universe, God, tune everything, you know what I'm saying? But it may be kind of difficult, or usually like an enhancement, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. And you don't want to do no psychedelics or whatever. I got something for you, bro. Before I continue, this right here, it's going to expand like a motherfucker, bro. No cap. You're going to be traveling, bro. Whether that's using remote viewing, astral projection, lucid dreaming, seeing spirits, quantum jumping easily, like just dimension hopping. Like you may walk into, you may just be walking and you just like, what the fuck? Cause you just shift into another dimension. You want to experience shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Tap more into your spirit, your soul. You know what I'm saying? Feel more in tune with your body. You know what I'm saying? Dance, sing, boost your confidence, sleep well. This motherfucker right here, bro, Woman's Gold, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, this one get the job done, bro. Monatomic Gold, real 24K, with some vital minerals, plus vital minerals. Completely organic, no bullshit chemicals. The ingredients are Kaleido 24K Gold, monatomic minerals, dead sea salt, monk fruit, and coconut oil. You know what I'm saying? Completely organic. None of that processed bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This naturally decalcifies your pineal gland, makes it easier for you to see and receive downloads. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to take 4 milliliters a day, 2 when you wake up, 2 before you go to bed. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it's 6 o'clock right now. You know what I'm saying? I haven't took it today because how my days be set up. Like, I just be like experiencing life, like, you know what I'm saying? Like shifting reality and shit. Like, it was just one of them days, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take it. Pause. You feel it to that 1 point line? You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel it, but that's how I do mine. Look. 1. You can just let it marinate under your tongue, let it, you know, hit your bloodstream a little faster if you want to, or you can just swallow that bitch. Either way, it's gonna get the job done. Bro, the taste is so good. Like, it's sweet. Like, it tastes like it don't taste like coconut oil though. It tastes sweet though. So I ain't gonna make this video too long. You know what I'm saying, bro? If you're trying to tap in with yourself spiritually, you know what I'm saying. You just got into spirituality. You need like an enhancement and just tap in with yourself, bro. This is the way to go. I enjoy it, and I love that about them. I enjoy brand. Like, bro, you know how that's genius marketing. I enjoy it. They understand manifestation. So you see this every day subconsciously when you're taking it. I am joy. You telling yourself subconsciously that you are joy. So you're gonna be experiencing joyness or joyfulness. You know what I'm saying? Walk assuming this. Like, it's magic. Shout out to them. I appreciate that. Because I do feel joyful. I feel happy. Thank you. Click that orange card. Do it right now. 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 Now.
Here are 4 supplements that will decalcify your pineal gland. Decalcifying your pineal gland will unlock higher states of consciousness and 10x your manifestation powers. The pineal gland does more than regulate your sleep and wake cycle. It's a doorway between the physical world and the spiritual world. It's extremely important for your mental health and your physical health. Unfortunately, the pineal gland can become dormant and calcified due to poor nutrition, dehydration, and exposure to toxins. This can cause a variety of issues such as poor mental clarity, impaired brain function, and depression. However, you can decalcify your pineal gland by taking these specific supplements. Here are the 4 supplements that you need to take to decalcify your pineal gland. The 4 supplements are Ormus Gold Oil, Haritaki Powder, Black Seed Oil, and Ashwagandha. First on the list is Ormus Gold Oil. This oil will help increase energy function and enhance your spiritual awareness. Next on the list is Haritaki Powder. It's an herbal supplement made from the fruits of the Chubala tree. It is known for its healing properties. It helps detoxify the body and balance your hormones. Third on the list is Black Seed Oil. This oil is made from the sativa plant and has been known for centuries to heal lots of ailments. It helps with inflammation in the body and improves brain health. Fourth on the list is ashwagandha. This herb helps prevent stress by raising serotonin levels in the brain. It regulates hormones, improves your memory, and is a boost to your immune system. Take these 4 supplements to decalcify your pineal gland and unlock higher states of consciousness. Consult with a doctor before taking any of these supplements. All of these supplements are available on Amazon. Follow for more tips about decalcifying your pineal gland. Stay positive and manifest every day.
I didn't even care about the IQ increase. I didn't care about the pineal gland decalcification. I wanted to dream lucid. And when I tell you, my first bottle, my second night, oh my God, I had such vivid dreams. I knew it was something to it, so I continued to take this. This is actually my 8th bottle. Check out my cabinet right here. I've been taking this for a while now, all right? And I did not realize what it meant to decalcify your pineal gland. And so I literally cracked my third eye wide open, all right? Now, what this is monoatomic gold. Now, we both know that gold is one of the best minerals for conducting electricity. And since we are electrical beings, it allows our connection to source to just amplify whatever we got going on. So like, if you're an overthinker, if you are, full of self-doubt, this has just been an essential tool in my manifestation journey. In fact, when I started taking this, I was only making like $300 every 2 weeks as a dance teacher. And now today, and this is about 2 years later, today, I make over $30,000 a month, man. And it's truly just been a blessing in my manifestation journey. And I just highly recommend this to anybody that's on the spiritual path. This stuff is not for everybody. I'm telling you right now, it is not for everybody, okay? There's only a percentage of people on this planet that have a true divine spiritual connection. And, this is going to crush a lot of egos. It really is. But if you tried this and it did nothing for you, this may not be for you. I'm gonna just put it that way. It's just not gonna be for you. But if you check the reviews, if you look at what people are saying about this stuff right here, including myself, this has just been a detrimental tool, absolutely detrimental tool to help amplify and enhance your dreams, your mental clarity, and that pineal gland decalcification if you hip to it, if you know what this is, all right? Now look, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link below to the brand that I use. I use I Am Joy brand. I've been using them for about 2 years now, and I have not taken any in about 2 months. Now, it's been about 2-3 months now, and I just got my 7th or 8th bottle. That wasn't even all the bottles I showed you in the cabinet. This stuff is that good. I've been a repeat buyer. I will always be a repeat buyer. And this is not something that you need to take all the time. You don't need to take this. You don't need to keep buying this. Like, you really don't, man. You use this for what you want to use it for, all right? And so now I know that I am moving into the next stages of my life. So I just want
A lot of the reason people don't trust their own intuition is because their third eye is actually blocked. If you are not able to remember your dreams, you have a hard time deciphering whether it's your intuition or your anxiety talking, you may have a little blockage in this area. Now, we don't really hear much about pineal gland health, but it is definitely important, especially for dream state, intuition, and really being able to trust yourself. Some people believe that fluoride being in our water is no accident because perhaps a group of people that is less in touch with their spiritual gifts and intuition is easier to control. And you may not believe me when I tell you that the fix is actually available on TikTok. It's called Ormus Gold, an ancient elixir of the gods. It's a blend of 24 karat gold, monoatomic minerals, and dead sea salt and a base of MCT oil. And it's said to decalcify the pineal gland and offer optimum pineal health, which then opens up your third eye. It is a dietary supplement. I take 2 droppers a day to feel calm and grounded and in my power. This helps me with lucid dreaming, meditation, spiritual connection, and most of all, tapping into my third eye and intuition. And there's a lot of people who will call BS on ancient wisdom, but for those of us who know, I'm going to link it.
I introduced to you a product that has been shown to decalcify the pineal gland, which will result in higher awareness, more vivid dreams, hormonal balance, and better rest. And let's be honest, our pineal glands have been under attack. Shamans, monks, priests, and yogis have all been known to enter altered states of consciousness, which allows them to access the field. The modern day scientists calls this the quantum field, where everything exists. This is how they're able to change their exterior world without having to physically do things, because their systems are properly functioning and their pineal glands are properly functioning without heavy metals, toxins, and parasites. Let's review haritaki, also known as the king of herbs in ancient India. Here's a depiction of a yogi with a haritaki fruit and a haritaki branch. It is said to be one of the only herbs to move life force throughout the entire body, and not only that, but it purifies the blood. It's very important that we understand that the pineal gland is outside of the blood-brain barrier. This means that anything that is within our blood is going directly to our pineal gland, hence why we need something to purify our blood. Next is blue lotus, and this plant has been used for millennia by ancient Egyptians, Indians, and Greeks for its ability to promote senses of euphoria and tranquility. It has psychoactive compounds such as aporphine alkaloids and luciferine, which stimulate areas of the brain associated with spiritual experiences and mystical states of consciousness. Next is Calea H.P.I.C, also known as Mexican dream herb, and this plant has been used by indigenous cultures to increase their awareness. It has been clinically studied to improve dream recall and vivid dreaming, and is directly linked to an increase of DMT within the pineal gland, which is also known as the spirit molecule. Next is gotu kola, also known as the herb of enlightenment, and this plant has not only been shown to protect the pineal gland from fluoride and other toxins, but it also improves mental clarity, blood flow, and oxygen in the brain. The final herb that we'll review is moringa, and this is a true superfood. Not only has it been shown to remove heavy metals and toxins from the entire body and pineal gland, but it is rich in vitamins and minerals to feed our pineal gland and contains 9 essential amino acids. This all organic or wildcrafted blend also contains mucuna, clipdaga, and turmeric, making it a true tonic for the entire body and mind. You can go to our website and go to our education page to learn about every single ingredient and how it will help you. And use code RISE at checkout for 15% off and free shipping. Health is wealth.
Nootropics. A nootropic is a herbal supplement that enhances your brain function.
Nootropics give you better memory and focus, performance under stress, it protects your brain cells from damage, and you can pause during rest. There's 5 natural nootropic plants that can improve the way your brain functions. Number 1, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. It reduces your cortisol levels. Cortisol is what causes stress in the mind. There goes some more benefits you can pause it to read. Number 2, lion's mane. It supports brain health. It reduces the inflammation in your brain, which reduces the frequency of headaches. You can pause to read the rest. Number 3, the lotus flower. It supports lucid dreaming. It eases social anxiety, boosts libido, heightens your intuition, and said to open the third eye. If you click on the link in my bio and then click on Dream Lotus, you can get you a bottle, so I use it every day. Number 4, magnesium, and number 5, blueberries. Y'all can pause to read everything. This is crazy.
This isn't just coffee. It's brain fueled with mushrooms and nootropics. It's Lucid Super Coffee with 2,000 milligrams of fruity body mushrooms and 3,000 milligrams of nootropic stack. And it's also organic coffee. So scoop, add hot water, mix it up and enjoy. Or you can even add cream or your favorite sweetener. It tastes just like coffee. You don't taste the mushrooms, and it's delicious. It tastes like real coffee, but it feels like your focus is unlocked. So grab Lucid Super Coffee and turn your lucid mode on.
So let's talk nootropics, aka smart drugs or cognitive enhancers. First of all, what are they? They are supplements or other substances that can have a positive impact on your mental skills or mental performance. They can enhance cognitive and executive functioning, attention, memory, creativity, motivation, decision-making, and even goal accomplishment. But here's the thing, most nootropics are not super safe. They are stimulant medicines like Ritalin and Adderall, synthetic compounds that enhance neurotransmitters like our serotonin and dopamine, and even caffeine. So I've learned that there was a better way to help our brains work better and get all the things done without the jitters or crash or even that short fused attention that comes with most stimulants or caffeine. The natural nootropic I use is a blend of 3 unique plant botanicals that address what most people are struggling with, and that's that feeling of languishing. And it supports increased focus, motivation, mental energy, what most people need and want. So the first ingredient in this nootropic is mango leaf extract. It provides mental energy, that uninterrupted laser focus, and better mental clarity. Lychee fruit extract decreases mental fatigue, so you'll feel more of that physical energy, and improves glucose metabolism, which helps with our brain performance. Palm fruit bioactive regenerates neurons, protects neurons, and improves that neuroplasticity for better learning, and promotes dopamine for increased motivation. So let me know in the comments if you found this helpful, and make sure you follow for more education, tips, and strategies, and send me a message if you want to get your hands on this amazing natural nootropic tool. Not only helped my son with his ADHD symptoms, but it helped this busy mama get all the things done with more clarity and ease.
Nootropics like Dihexa, C-Max, C-Link, those are only half the battle. To truly see brain repair for autism, stroke, TBI, Alzheimer's, you really should stack them with curcumin for your research subject to really clear the pathways for the nootropics, the peptides, to do their job correctly. Curcumin is a natural vitamin, a natural mineral that your brain literally needs to function. It acts as a potent NF-κB inhibitor, which essentially shuts off the inflammatory pathways in your brain so the nootropics can do their job effectively in your research subject's brain, is what I mean. Having inflamed pathways blocks potent peptides like dihexapP21, C-Link, cerebrolysine from doing their job effectively. By lowering the inflammatory floor, literally creates a much more receptive environment in your research subject's brain for the peptides to get the business. Clinical data shows a roughly 30% improvement in attention and memory when used long-term. A 35% increase in BDNF levels. It increases the Glasgow coma scale by a full 3 units roughly. That's the difference between a coma, a severe TBI, a mild TBI, and moderate injury. Safety and purity is non-negotiable. I only buy from brands like Now Supplements that have a lot of money on the line, a long history of doing business, and can't risk their brand by underdosing. Especially with that recent scandal about that company selling fake protein powder as cake batter in California, Holmes Nutrition. I don't mess around with anything that's not a name brand that can't be bought at Walmart. Now Supplements, they have the best prices, and I trust them vehemently.
About this movie right here. If you're one of the 1% of people that realize they're hiding it right in front of our eyes, then you will see what I'm talking about. Basically, the plot of this movie is there's a guy that takes this pill that allows him to access 100% of his brain power. Now, he is nothing without this pill. He struggles at everything in life. He has no women, he gets no money, he has no job. That is until he's given this pill right here, which, as I said before, allows him to access 100% of his brain power. He literally transforms into a whole different person when he takes this pill. He remembers every single detail of his life. He no longer procrastinates and he gets stuff done. Now, there is a massive downside of this pill in this movie. Everyone that takes it becomes insanely addicted. Many people, when they watch this movie, assume that it was based off Adderall. But after just a tiny bit of digging, I realized this limitless pill actually exists, and it's called the exact same thing. Now, apparently I'm late to this because I see it all over TikTok. It is filled with 5 different potent supplements that all have their own benefit, whether it's promoting brain function, getting rid of anxiety, or just helping with focus. You may ask, why can't I get it at the doctors? If you don't keep coming back to them, they don't get paid. Their goal is to keep you weak so Big Pharma can profit off you. Why you can only get it at their website, The Limitless Pill.
How the fuck did this movie come out 14 years ago and we still haven't figured this out? This clip is literally telling us the answer in plain sight. Just watch this shit.
But it could be Lionel, could it? But who would live like this? My first thought, torture. But saner heads prevail. What was this drug? I could stay messy on it. I hadn't had a cigarette in 6 hours. Hadn't eaten. So, abstemious and tidy. What was this? A drug for people who wanted to be more anal retentive. I wasn't high, wasn't wired, just clear. I knew what I needed to do and how to do it.
Now, everyone thinks it's Addies when they see that, but that's not what the magic pill is. It's crazy because this doctor was literally trying to tell us what it actually is before they shut his podcast down. Just watch this.
There is a nutrient, an amino acid, a substrate, a compound, an element missing from their body that if they knew what it was, would make the difference between them being an average person and being a superhuman. They'll tell you exactly what supplement to take and it will become a permanent thing of your past.
What supplement? Don't end your sentence there, Gary.
So it's called L-theanine.
So what he's talking about there is called L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid that's responsible for producing dopamine in your brain. The fact is, you're not lazy or depressed or have ADHD. You simply just have low dopamine, and getting your levels back on track will give you that limitless pill feeling just like in the movie. I've been taking these dopamine brain food pills for a few weeks now, and I'm literally getting tasks done that I've been putting off for 3 to 4 months now at this point. They've been an absolute game changer for me. I can't recommend them enough. The only downside about these things is that they're like always sold out. I was lucky when I got mine. I'm gonna leave them linked down below. If you guys see that one shopping cart, that means they're still in stock right now. I grab them immediately before they're gone again.
Do you guys remember this movie called Limitless? The one where this guy is extremely unsuccessful until he takes this pill and he can access 100% of his brain power for 12 hours? Most people don't know that it's not fiction and its real world counterpart does exist. And it's this supplement called Limitless NZT. After taking it, people have said that they're able to do things they couldn't normally do before. They'll stay focused for hours on one task and process any information extremely quickly. But if it has all of these benefits, why can't we find it at any common retailers or pharmacies? It's because most pharmaceuticals don't want you to experience what your brain could do at its full capacity, which is why the only way that you can get it is directly through their website.
Have you seen the movie Limitless? It's kind of an old movie, but it's got a great premise. And I want to ask you one question. Do you think there was actually something in the pill, or was it placebo? Who cares? See, the thing is, if he was able to access limitless power because he thought that he was taking a pill that unlocked his power, but in fact it was actually placebo, isn't that even better? Doesn't that illustrate the power of the mind? Shouldn't we as humans be studying the placebo effect nonstop? Because if all it takes is for you to believe that you have limitless power or limitless capability or limitless potential, and that's the key to actually actualizing that in reality, isn't that something worth learning about? Follow me for more movie insight just like that one.
See that guy? That's me. My excuse for looking like this? I'm a writer.
Eddie, maybe it's time to let the writing go.
But just in case you think nothing ever happened to me.
Eddie Mora!
Hey! Tell me about this book. Well, how much have you written of it? One word. Well, I suppose I can help you with that.
You know how they say that we can only access 20% of our brain? This lets you access all of it. They've had clinical trials and it's FDA approved.
I just out of curiosity, and that's all. I was blind, but now I see. A tablet a day, and I was limitless. I now had cultural appetites.
Since when do you speak Italian?
I finished my book in 4 days.
I'd like to renegotiate my bets.
Math became useful.
12,000 to 2.3 million in 10 days. I'm baffled by this guy.
So, Eddie Mora.
You realize that the Limitless movie was not just a movie and the real thing exists? Y'all gotta watch this shit.
Most people, especially young people, probably probably don't realize that they're walking around right now at about 55%, maybe 60% of their true state of normal. There is a nutrient, an amino acid, a substrate, a compound, an element missing from their body that if they knew what it was, would make the difference between them being an average person and being a superhuman. They have accepted something as either a consequence of aging or a consequence of stress or a consequence of their environment, something like brain fog or repeated poor sleep or weight gain or water retention or not the healthiest response to exercise or brain fog or poor short-term recall or any number of things that they've accepted as consequence of life, of aging, of stress, or what have you. It's not a consequence of any of those things. It's a consequence of missing raw material. What supplement? It's called L-theanine.
The missing element he's talking about is an amino acid called L-theanine. And if you don't know, it's the main building block for dopamine and serotonin in your brain. If you got a low amount of motivation, or if you always get brain fog, or for some reason you always get those weird migraine headaches, maybe you even know that you're intelligent, but you can't put those words together to save your life, that's low dopamine and low serotonin. It's not your fault if you feel lazy and unmotivated, but it is your problem to fix. When I did more research on this, what I found was crazy. Billionaires had already known about this shit, and they've been using it for years to stay ahead. Just watch.
Using a patented cold compressed method, we use a blend of natural caffeine plus L-theanine and B6 and B12 vitamins, H.P.I.C.
How long does it take to be effective?
5 to 10 minutes.
Brian, I gotta tell you, I am so freaking hyper right now.
This is that neurogum stuff that they were chewing, and that's the reaction you get when your brain is full of dopamine and serotonin. Before you even think that this L-theanine gum could even help you, there are some things that you must know. Chew this shit for 5 minutes, and all of those distractions and unmotivated feelings just melt away. All the brain rot and all the brain fog clears up, and you can actually hone in on everything you need to do to be successful. Only red flag about this is that everybody's been finding out about it, and they've been leaving nothing but 5-star reviews about this stuff. Even Joe Rogan caught on to this shit, and now it's always sold out. If you see an orange card around here somewhere, that means it just got back in stock today. It's likely that you only have about 72 hours before this shit sells out again. Good luck.
Here are 8 movies that improved my life, and maybe they'll improve yours.
I've been doing a little research on Aunt Helen's tumor, and it's totally clear that anybody with familial abdominis polyposis should be supplementing platinum-based doublet regimens with icosapent pentoic acid.
Limitless. Everybody knows Limitless. Limitless is a 2011 film starring Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro. It's about a struggling writer who gains access to a mysterious drug that enhances his intellectual abilities to superhuman levels, but it also exposes him to dangerous consequences.
I learned to play the piano in 3 days.
Limitless is not art. I'll say it right now. But its impact on me was undeniable. I watched Limitless on a plane when I was 15 years old, and it blew my mind. It got me thinking about the brain I have and how perhaps I'm not using it to its full potential. It got me thinking that perhaps the key to greatness is already within me. Everything that I have ever learned is not forgotten, but lying dormant somewhere in my subconscious. I just needed to find a way to access it.
My brain was just pouring this stuff out. Everything I'd ever read, heard, seen was now organized and available. Here it is, here you go.
This movie, naturally, is everybody's gateway drug into biohacking and nootropics. If you don't know what nootropics are, they're brain-enhancing supplements. Because when you watch a movie about a guy who solves all of his life problems by taking one mystery pill, it gets you thinking about whether or not this mystery pill exists in real life.
Okay, so what do we have here? Some unknown, untested, possibly dangerous drug scammed out of some unidentified lab somewhere, given to me by a highly unreliable guy I hadn't seen in years.
So you want some more?
Yes, definitely.
Watching Limitless will inspire you to use the brain you currently have to its full potential. It'll motivate you to think about your problems differently and ask the question, if I were on NZT48, how would I solve this problem? If you haven't watched Limitless, watch it.
I should kind of not be talking about this, but it's a nootropic pouch. So this doesn't have any nicotine in it. It's a bunch of nootropics, which I really like nootropics.
Would you say that again?
It's the building block for human neurochemistry.
Alright, this is actually true. These nootropic pouches from Alpha have been a legit game changer for me. These are the ones I take now. They've got stuff like alpha GPC, L-theanine, and other ingredients that actually support focus and brain function. Alpha GPC is literally used in clinical settings for memory and cognitive support. And L-theanine has been shown in studies to promote calm focus without making you drowsy. Each can lasts a while, and they've been going out of stock pretty often, so if they're available when I post this, I'll drop the link.
I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let you go. You're not stupid, you're probably just not using the right supplements for your brain. And there are a lot out there, but if I could only choose 3, here are the ones that I would choose. Number 1 is going to be a creatine monohydrate. This one's by Blue Bonnet. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but when it comes to creatine, it's a little bit different from other supplements. You can use any brand of creatine. As long as it says creatine monohydrate on the back and then right there where it says other ingredients none, you're totally fine. Creatine has several studies that backs its ability to increase cognitive function and brain support. It is also believed to be a neurotransmitter. It can help with muscle recovery, muscle repair, and muscle strength. Next is going to be a methylated B complex along with an omega-3 fatty acid. There are studies that support that taking these two together in conjunction can reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by about 30%. Making sure that your B complex is methylated is going to help with the bioavailability. Also, B complexes are great for nerve and neurological function. An omega-3 fatty acid is going to contain DHA, which is the fat in our brain. So giving your body the proper tools to make sure that you're maintaining a healthy amount of DHA in your brain so it can help with all types of neurological functions is key as well. Last but definitely not least is going to be L-theanine. It is great for the production of alpha brainwave activity. I use it for my anxiety disorder, but it's also great for sleep. It can also be used for certain ADHD symptoms because of its ability to quiet down the forebrain. So if you're someone who is restless at night or has a lot of intrusive thought, try L-theanine. It works wonders for myself. God bless you. Have an amazing day. I hope this helps.
I'm not gatekeeping any longer. This is the best account I follow on Twitter. This account is super useful both personally and professionally because it highlights natural nootropics and alternatives to be able to fight common health issues. So just as a human being, I love to know what all the bioactive spices are. Same thing for all these natural alternatives to pharmaceuticals. Like, this is just absolutely A+ content for any human being living their life trying to find natural alternatives. But then as a product developer or a brand builder, like, you should be looking at the opportunity we have in supplements right now to say, hey, we want to build natural, extremely pure, extremely high-end alternatives.
Do you know what really helps? Creatine, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah, creatine is actually a nootropic, believe it or not. There's a lot of like benefits of creatine that are really weird.
Are there any downsides?
No,
So
it's a natural part of food. Yeah, especially women. For women, apparently, especially postmenopausal women, it's very beneficial. But there's a lot of like cognitive benefits, and one of the big ones that they found recently is performance when sleep deprived. Mental performance when sleep deprived increases pretty measurably when you supplement with creatine.
Here are the top 3 smart drugs to put your brain into hyperdrive. If you're new here, my name is Anjay. I'm a clinical herbalist specializing in brain health. Number 1, aniracetam. Aniracetam is an over-the-counter nootropic in the United States. It's a fat-soluble compound crossing the blood-brain barrier and targeting the brain directly. Doing this, it's one of the fastest-acting nootropics enhancing memory, learning, IQ, and creativity. Aniracetam boosts alertness and attention with a stimulant-like effect, but without the jittery side effects of Adderall or caffeine. Number 2, modafinil. It's rumored that modafinil inspired the smart drug in the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. Modafinil boosts memory, improves mood, enhances problem-solving ability, it's energizing, and it sharpens mental performance. Perfect for those late nights when you're racing to meet a project deadline. Number 3, microdosed LSD. Microdosing involves taking tiny doses of psychedelics like LSD, no trip, just powerful cognitive and emotional boosts. LSD enhances serotonin, brain connectivity, and reduces default mode network activity while increasing neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to change, repair, and adapt. All of this can increase energy, mood, and motivation while reducing depression and anxiety, especially performance anxiety like test taking or public speaking.
There's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now.
Happen to a man if he took the world's most powerful nootropic for 2 weeks. In the first hour, he would notice an elevated mood. A surge of positivity courses through his veins, and the world suddenly seems a little brighter. As the first day unfolds, his focus intensifies. Like a man possessed, he conquers his to-do list with unwavering determination. In the days that follow, his energy levels surge like a raging storm. The gym becomes his battleground, and he's lifting weights, breaking personal records. By day 7, Cortex focus takes him to a realm of inner peace. Meditation sessions become a tranquil journey, and his stress levels dissipate like a morning mist. Fast forward to day 10, and his social skills have gone through the roof. With newfound confidence, he weaves connections, effortlessly mingling with friends and strangers alike. But the real revelation comes on day 14. He gazes into the mirror, and there it is, a triumphant, confident grin etched on his face.
Most people come to me and they say, do nootropics work? The question they should be asking is, which nootropics work for my brain chemistry? So nootropics are supplements that modulate the levels of neurotransmitters in the synapses of the human brain. Similar to how medication works, they can increase levels of dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, things like that.
This is what some might call the real-life Limitless pill, which comes in this box that costs $400. And I'm going to try it, as well as a bunch of other powerful brain-boosting supplements, but working my way up, starting with the cheapest one. This one costs $10, comes with only 2 pills. I don't feel it yet. On a good day, I get about 4 hours of really deep, focused, concentrated work done. If this stuff could stretch it to 5, 6, maybe 7 hours, that would change everything. These brain-boosting pills, also called nootropics or smart drugs, are kind of like potions in a video game. They give you a short buff that can increase your concentration, memory, and overall immortality. And a lot of top performers in the world are using it to their advantage. And is that the secret why they accomplish so much? Alright, got a couple of hours of work done. I feel a little bit of a buzz. I want to work out. I think I could take a second. This was a mistake, because as it said on the packaging, this amino acid-rich liquid is the source of the adult hornet's strength, endurance, and seemingly boundless energy. I definitely feel it now. I feel like I can do another personal best in the squat.
Your eyes are bugging.
I think it's a caffeine. I never take caffeine. I hope it's gonna wear off soon. I've been working until just now. I think this gave me a good caffeine boost. So if this cheap one does already have these effects, what is the $400 one gonna be like? But apart from that, what are the real secrets of the world's most productive people who get insane amounts done? I've spent countless hours studying them, and there are 3 things I found that they all have in common. And they might surprise you. But first, it was time to try the second one, which is called Alpha Brain.
I want an Alpha Brain.
So this is supposed to help with focus and memory, and I'm gonna be taking it with
Chris.
It's from On It, the company that Joe Rogan owns 50% of. Supposedly he takes it before every episode because it helps him form sentences.
We're in like this wave of like...
If it helps with memory and focus, I hope it doesn't bring back any suppressed childhood memories. Oh no. I feel got some planning and writing to do for the next video. Let's see. Woo! I feel this one. A slight buzz, like my senses are heightened, and I'm just able to focus a little bit more. How you doing?
That was super amazing effects. Very Joe-Rogan.
So what are the real secrets? The first thing I learned from the most productive people was a game changer for me. In my first business, I decided to sell in all European countries instead of just Germany, because more countries equals more sales. It took months of paperwork, I built systems, hired someone to manage it, and finally, after 6 months or so, I added an extra 15% of revenue with almost no profit. If instead I would have focused on launching more products, I would have doubled my business in 6 months. And that's when I learned this lesson that productivity is not about efficiency. It's mostly about effectiveness. Just 1 hour of planning can save you an entire day.
First developed in Russia, Nootropics is believed to increase BDNF, a key brain growth factor. Studies show it may boost memory, focus, and learning ability. What do you think? Are smart drugs worth the hype?
Remember in the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper, he took NZT48 and then he just got so clear on everything going on around him and he smashed that hot ass Asian girl? There's actually a pill that the movie is based off of. It's called modafinil and it's right over here. Modafinil is a dopamine reuptake inhibitor, which basically means that it keeps dopamine in the front part of your brain. Dopamine is responsible for seeking outward, meaning it's the brain chemical that basically improves motivation and focus. It is used by many biohackers and many nootropic aficionados, but is it a really good solution? The short answer to that is no. Yes, in the short term, it will give you a boost, but in the long term, it does have side effects. You will be left with a crash. It will hurt your adrenal system and all.
He'll do that to you.
What do you mean?
I mean, I took it too. But when he told me about this amazing new drug, I was like down the hatch, and it was amazing. You know, I read Brian Greene's The Elegant Universe in 45 minutes, and I understood it. My work rate increased just insanely overnight, and my boss started to hate me. They offered me his job, and then I got scared.
Why?
Why? Because I'm not stupid. Nobody can operate at that level of mental activity and not crash. I stopped taking it. And I got sick. Headaches, throwing up. So I went back to Vernon. He told me about all the people that were dying. How much have you been taking, Eddie?
I've been taking a lot.
Maybe they've worked out the bugs. Maybe this is a different batch.
Yeah.
You're off it right now, aren't you?
Just finish your story.
I didn't take anymore and I didn't die. But after a while, I realized that I couldn't concentrate on anything for longer than 10 minutes. I missed deadlines, got lazy, so slow. That was 2 years ago, and I haven't been the same since. You have some left? Good. You go home and you take it. You take the dose down, but you don't just stop. You'll die if you just stop. Try to taper off. Otherwise, the headaches are just the beginning.
You remember a lot more than you think you do. Every experience you've ever had, every idea that came to you in the shower and then slipped away while you were brushing your teeth, it's all there for the taking.
Inna the cemetery, the tombstone set from your birthday to 2020 under your name. Why we just get shoot up? Guys, man, we not get too fucked. Me love it when them young and group up. The boy them soft, like the pillow them inna the ayatollah who no look like fruit in a fruit cup. Boy gone in a mug, but not because of no virus. Him gone inna the mug because the pussy tried to Trinidad. Bad man never mind us. Bad man can't stop my bus. Rifle.